Snappy Operas is Mahogany Opera's flagship education project. So we work with primary schools all across the UK to introduce them to opera.
We're working with 6 groups across 4 schools, and we've been coming in and talking about some of the lessons we've learned over the years that we've been making Snappy Operas, skilling people up, trying things out and getting ready to go into schools to deliver these new stories to young people.
For the last 6 years, we've been working on developing these operas all around the country, and there are now 12.
Which are all about 10 minutes long, which is why we call them Snappy Operas.
And we're doing 6 in Edinburgh for the very first time with the International Festival, which is very exciting.
And we take those into schools and the children get to learn how to act, how to move on stage, get to make their own props and costumes.
Connecting with your classmates, connecting with your voice, your body, your skills.
They're building their confidence, their team-working skills.
And I think it's about making something together that's so powerful, becoming an opera chorus, working as a company to tell that unique, complete story.
We've got these amazing delivery artists who are in Scotland already, who have skills in theatre, skills as performers, skills as singers, skills as MDs.
The idea that drew me in is that it encompasses everything to do with opera. Not just the music or the drama, but prop making, costumes, directing. You know, obviously we have amazing opera singers, but to put on an opera, there's so much behind the scenes that I think a lot of people don't get shown, but Snappy Opera gets to work on all of that.
We send our delivery teams off to meet their schools and to meet those young people. They've got 4 planned sessions where they'll be going in for a 2-hour period of time, and literally in those 4 sessions, learning, staging, creating costumes for and performing a short Snappy Opera.
We really hope that young people will have a huge amount of fun. We really hope that they'll learn some things about themselves and also, of course, some things about what they think opera is.
Have you ever seen any opera or listened to any opera before this project?
No.
So when they get into that room, what do they think opera is?
I knew absolutely nothing because I didn't know anything at all.
I thought opera would be screaming.
Were we screaming?
And then when they leave that room, what do they think opera is? And hopefully learn the way that they can be a part of it.
Now I think that opera is just very fun.
So I know that opera, you have to make your voice up and down. You have to put a lot of emotion into the actual thing. People sing, but quite loud.
Yes, fun.
I want to make sure they have a really good time. It's all about their fun, sort of how they embody their characters and really sort of explore their own creativity.
The change in confidence that we've already seen has been significant. Kids who in the first session were sort of very quiet, stayed in the corner, coming out, taking solos, stepping forward. Kids who were really loud in the first session, coming down and sort of thinking a little bit more quietly and carefully about what they're going to do.
I'm so impressed with these children. Every single week they've just brought so much energy and enthusiasm into the room, and the amount of information that they have retained over the 4 sessions that we've been with them has just been incredible.
They came in with their costumes on and they'd all learnt it, and that was sort of a wonderful moment of realising that they'd really connected with the text and had gone away in their own time and worked on it, and they looked really cute.
I know that the learning team at the International Festival and those schools have built up this history of working together. We are really privileged to be able to come and just add another little bit onto that story to get them into a performing space and to, kind of connect the festival with those young people and those teachers. That's really exciting for us.
We've been doing some opera and we're going to perform it next week. I'm a wee bit nervous to perform it.
So today we're at Queen's Hall in Edinburgh and the young people are finally performing their Snappy Operas. They're getting ready to perform this evening to their parents, their guardians and their carers, which is really exciting.
We're thrilled to be working with Edinburgh International Festival this year.
I think it's so lovely to be up here in Edinburgh partnering with the International Festival, to go in and work with people that Edinburgh International Festival already have a connection with over the pandemic.
They're getting real skills, their music ability has changed massively over this, and I hope they will look back with sort of fondness and excitement.
You remember these things for life. So whether they become opera lovers or classical music lovers or theatre lovers, doesn't really matter. There will be those moments when they're older when they go, I remember that thing we did. Yeah, that was an opera. Yeah, I've done that.
The long-term benefits in terms of the kind of social skills, communication skills, just being able to kind of express themselves is really beneficial and can totally go beyond this project. It can go into the classroom, it can kind of set them up for life, and I really believe that.
It's very fun though. It's just a really overall fun experience.